This lesson is on adding three whole numbers. Let's look at a word problem here to see how to add three whole numbers. It says Daniel has 2 sports jerseys. He gets 1 new one for his birthday and he buys 2 more with his birthday money. How many jerseys in total does he have now? Well, when we see the word total, we know we're going to have to add. So let's pull out our information. We said that he had 2. Then he got 1 more for his birthday, and then he bought 2 more with his birthday money. Let's draw a picture of that. Here's the 2 he started with. Then he got 1 more for his birthday, and then he used his money to buy 2 more. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jerseys altogether. Let's write that in a number sentence. We started with a 2. And then we added, the plus sign means add, 1 more. And then we added 2 more. And we got 5. Now, if we didn't have the picture to look at, let's see how we would add it just looking at the numbers. Now, since we have 3 numbers, we're going to have to add 2 numbers together first and then add the 3rd number. And a lot of times, the easiest thing to do is take the 2 bigger numbers, which would be 2 plus 2, add those together first, and we get 4, and then add that 3rd number, which would be 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Let's look at another example. Jim has 8 baseball cards, Joe has 3 baseball cards, and Frank has 4 baseball cards. How many baseball cards do they have all together? So we're going to add them up. We started with 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Joe had 3, 1, 2, 3, and Frank has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we add up all the cards, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now let's put that into a number sentence. We started with the 8 baseball cards that Jim had, and then we added the 3 that Joe had, and then we added the 4 that Frank had. And remember what I said earlier, a lot of times it's easier to add the 2 numbers that are bigger first and then add that smaller 3rd number. So what I'm going to do here is add 8 plus 4. So I'll start with 8 and count up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to write that number here so I don't forget that that was 12. Now that I have 12, I still have to add this 3 right here. So I'm going to start with 12 and count on. 12, 13, 14, 15. My answer is 15. They have 15 baseball cards altogether. Let's look at another example. Olivia has 8 pieces of candy. She gets 5 more, and then she gets 7 more. How many pieces of candy does she have in all? In all means to add. So we start with her 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She gets 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she gets 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now before we count them up, let's put it in the number sentence and see if we can figure it out this way, and then we'll go back up and check our answer. So Olivia started with 8, then she got 5 more, and then she got 7 more. So let's start with our 2 biggest numbers, 8 and 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the answer to those 2 is 15. Now I have to add the 5 to that. So I'm going to start with 15 and count up. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go up to our picture and check our answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We were correct. She has 20 pieces of candy. Let's look at another example. Sophia has 9 balloons. She has a friend who has 5 balloons and another friend who has 5 balloons. How many balloons do they have all together? Let's see if we can do it without drawing a picture this time. So we started with 9, and then she had a friend who had 5, and then another friend who had 5. And they wanted to know how many balloons they have together. So we need to add them. Well, here I'm not going to pick my 2 biggest numbers because I see 2 numbers that I know the answer to really quickly, and that's 5 plus 5. I know that 5 plus 5 is 10. Now that I have 10, I'm going to go down here and add the 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They have 19 balloons all together. Let's read this problem. It says, Dusty buried 7 bones on Monday. He then buried 4 bones the following day and 8 bones the day after that. How many bones has Dusty buried? Well, we started with 7. Then we added the 4 more that he buried. And let's add the 8 more that he buried to see the total amount that he buried. Well, right here, I don't see 2 numbers that I know immediately, so I'm going to go back with my first strategy we talked about and add up the 2 biggest numbers first, 7 and 8. You start with 8, count up 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But I still have to add my 4 right here. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Dusty buried 19 bones. Let's look at one last problem. Ethan bought 3 lollipops. His brother gave him 7 lollipops, and his sister gave him 4 lollipops. How many lollipops does Ethan have? Well, he started with 3. And we're going to add some more because his brother gave him some more. He gave him 7. And then his sister gave him even more. She gave him 4. Let's add this up and see what we get. Well, I see 2 numbers I know the answer to right off the bat. I know that 7 plus 3 is 10. So I'm going to write my 10 up here. And don't forget, we're adding 3 numbers, so we need to add this 4 here also. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ethan has 14 lollipops. That concludes our lesson today on adding 3 whole numbers.